Are you interested in things that can't be explained or that make no sense? Prepare to be taken on a trip into the unknown and strange. There are 7 strange things going on in the world that have scientists scratching their heads and the rest of us completely spellbound. They range from time-traveling hipsters to inexplicable loops in the desert. Number 7. A time-traveling hipster in 1941. It's possible that you're looking through an old family book and come across a picture of your great-grandparents that makes you stop and think. That man looks like he just stepped out of a time machine. He's wearing shades and clothing that scream 21st century, but everyone else is dressed in classic 1940s styles. People have said that it looks like Marty McFly from Back to the Future stopped in Goldbridge, British Columbia during World War II. This mysterious figure, seen in a 1941 picture and given the name time-traveling hipster, has been the focus of heated debates and a huge number of conspiracy theories. He appears so out of place with glasses and a camera that seem like they belong in this day and age, confusing both believers and skeptics. You wouldn't find a smartphone in a Shakespeare play. It doesn't make sense. People have different ideas about this mysterious person. On one side are the strict rationalists who believe it's just a visual illusion or a light trick. They say the camera could be an old-style Kodak folding pocket model, and the so-called modern glasses could just be safety glasses from that time. It's like they're trying to put together a jigsaw puzzle but are happy just putting in pieces that don't quite fit to finish the picture. On the other hand, some people see this picture as a tempting hint at the idea of time travel. The time-traveling hipster is like an Easter egg for them. It's like someone dropped them into history to let the future know they're there. When you find a treasure map that leads to more questions than answers, it makes you want to learn more about the world. The real story of the time-traveling hipster is still as hard to find as Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster. But no matter if you believe or don't believe, this picture gives you a tantalizing look into the endless possibilities that make our world so interesting. Could it be a big hoax, a puzzle that hasn't been solved, or a hole in the fabric of space and time? We will keep thinking about this amazing picture until we know for sure. It'll make us question what we think we know about the limits of what is possible. Number 6. The Babushka Lady, a witness who can't be named. Think about this. Tuesday, November 22, 1963, in Dallas, as he walks through Daley Plaza, President John F. Kennedy waves to huge crowds of fans. But in an instant, that bright afternoon turns into a horror show as gunshots ring out and America's charismatic leader falls to the ground, fatally hurt. Screams, confusion, and chaos fill the air. But the Babushka Lady, a figure that stands out, seems strangely calm. Photographs and movies show a mysterious woman with what looks like a camera in her hand while wearing a cap that makes her look like a Russian babushka. It's like she's a calm audience member in a play where everyone has lost their lines, taking pictures while history falls apart around her. It's possible that she has some of the most important evidence on her and that her camera is catching angles and moments that no other lens did that day. Even though the FBI has done a lot of work and asked many times for witnesses, she has never been found. She went away so quickly that only words and shadows were left behind. When you think about the Babushka Lady's part in this terrible event in history, it's easy to get lost in conspiracy theories. Was she a Soviet spy who was writing about the event for Cold War intelligence? Could it be that a member of a more secret group was there to make sure the grim job got done? The options are both endless and unsettling, which has led to a lot of speculation. It's like she's the ultimate secret character in a high-stakes spy thriller. She only shows up for a few key scenes and then disappears. Or maybe, just maybe, she was a normal person caught in a unique moment, and her identity will always be lost in the maze of history. Both amateur and expert detectives search, dig, and question her because they can't help but think that she might have a piece missing for the puzzle of JFK's death. The Babushka Lady is a mysterious figure that looms large over the story of the Kennedy murder. She's still a mystery to this day. Whether she was a witness or a conspirator, a normal person or a mystery with hidden agendas, her anonymity is a creepy reminder that there are still layers to peel back, corners to explore, and secrets to find, even in times that are seen by millions and thought about for decades. As a result, the mystery lives on, both interesting and scary, telling us that history and life aren't always what they seem to be. Number 5. Is the Patterson-Gimlin Bigfoot movie based on facts or lies? Picture yourself deep in a thick evergreen forest. Every crack of a branch is amplified, and the sound of rustling leaves sends chills down your spine. And then, all of a sudden, the unimaginable happens. A huge, furry animal walks calmly through the clearing, stopping briefly to look at you in shock before disappearing to the woods. No, you're not the main character in a fictional story. Your names are Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin, and you just got the most interesting footage of Bigfoot ever. Their 1967 film is the exhibit that everyone wants to look closely at in court. It's a blurry and shaky video, but it's the most important piece of evidence in the ongoing trial of Bigfoot's reality. Imagine a courtroom scene where the crucial witness is as elusive as a wisp of fog and is resistant to scientific or rational explanation. A lot of lawyers on both sides would fight hard, showing fingerprints, supposed tracks, and expert testimony. But everyone would be looking at that shaky 1-minute film. Skeptics look at every frame of a movie with the help of an aggressive investigator. A gotcha moment, they call it, shows that the creature is wearing a well-made ape suit because of the way it turned towards the camera, which looked like it had been practiced. They look closely at the walk, the fur, and even the time, suggesting that the whole thing was a well-planned hoax meant to fool people. On the other hand, defenders are passionate defense lawyers who come up with counter-arguments that run from the logical to the fantastic. They say that the movie is the key to solving the mystery of the missing zoo animal because the creature's moves are too fluid to be human and its muscles look too real to be fake. Some people even bring in forensic experts and anthropologists to try to give the movie academic credibility. We're all the jury of this courtroom play though. We are regular people who are interested in the idea that our world still has secrets and that myths, legends, and campfire stories might be more than just scary stories for kids. And so, we keep watching the movie over and over again, hoping to find that one frame, that one moment that would prove it to be either a scam or not. Today, almost any mystery can be solved with a quick Google search. The ongoing discussion about Patterson and Gimlin's film is a nostalgic trip back to a time when stories and legends were free to roam in our minds. The movie is an interesting test of how we deal with the unknown, no matter what kind of person you are. It's an exciting example of how puzzles that are hard to solve or explain have always been interesting because they make us wonder, what if? Number 4. Are the Nazca Lines just Earth's old drawings, or are they messages to other worlds? You can think of the Nazca Lines in Peru as a giant sketchbook spread out across the dry landscape. There is barely a whisper in the sand when you're on the ground, but they roar when you're above. When these huge drawings a way to talk to the gods, or maybe an old way for aliens to say hello? Even the smartest agents haven't been able to figure out who did it for hundreds of years. We can look at the lines from above or from the ground and try to figure out where they came from. Number 3. The strange Fresno night crawlers. Imagine that you're doing your laundry and all of a sudden realize that your pants are missing. You check and see that they went for a walk by themselves late at night. Some strange things have been caught on camera in Fresno that look like nothing more than a pair of walking pants. The silly thought is eerily similar to the truth. People first saw these beings in Fresno, California, and then they were seen walking through the trees in Yosemite National Park. They glide quietly as if they don't have a head or a torso on them. Style icons may see them as spirit animals, or they may be the ghosts of pants past. Some think they're guests from other stars, while others think they have something to do with Native American mythology. No one has solved this mystery, even after studies and TV shows about it. Are those people aliens who got lost in a runway? Are ghosts tied to things on Earth? Or maybe a mistake in the Matrix? We're both scared and fascinated by these long-legged ghosts, and we can't decide if they belong in a Halloween store or a science journal. Number 2. Usapa Paladino in the air. Usapa Paladino made a name for herself in the world of psychics and seances. A picture is sent to show her hovering over a table. Some people think it's a trick, but those who are there swear it's real. It's as if Harry Houdini and Sherlock Holmes worked together to solve a puzzle, but they still couldn't figure it out. Number 1. The fairy circles of Namibia, also known as nature's polka dots. Finally, there are areas of uninhabited land in the middle of the Namib Desert that have healthy grass growing along their borders. It looks like Earth got a splotchy haircut. These fairy circles have led scientists on many trips and led to many ideas. Are these parties for termites, or is it just a way for them to stay alive in one of the driest places on Earth? So there you have it, 7 amazing things that continue to amaze and puzzle us. How do you feel? Does nature just work this way and these events just happen by chance, or is there something deeper going on here? If this trip into the unknown and strange has made you want more, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, leave a comment below with your thoughts, and tell other people about this amazing journey. What do you know? You might be the one to figure out one of these puzzles.